Hi, guys. Welcome back to Marantz. Rantz, plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. This is a one take session. No edits, no cuts about GameStop. Hi, guys. It's Sunday. I'm very excited about tomorrow. I think the market's going to do great things. I've been studying. I've been looking at some stuff ever since we got the great news that Wedbush has bowed out. Wedbush went ahead and tucked its tail and ran away from GameStop. It says it's no longer going to cover GameStop, right? Give it coverage. And I like that the Discord already started breaking this down. I don't know who it was that in the Discord that said it, but they showed this right here. And this tells you here that Morgan Stanley halts its equity coverage of Tesla back in the day in 2018. And they put it as not rated, and they explained why they couldn't do it anymore. And, a lot of reasons when they say they can't cover something, analysts are supposed to give you the reason why they can't cover it. And in Wedbush's case, they just came out and said they need to reallocate their resources. But GameStop coverage, GameStop's last sell side analyst walks away. So I went ahead and started reading up on some stuff. And I had to go over here, and I'll show you right here where it is. There was a case study. And this case study is done by the University of Purdue. I know it's from 2007. I get it. But it tells you a lot. There's 2,700 firms that they went ahead and looked at from 83 to 2004 when coverage was suspended and or done, right? Evaporated. And what did it mean for you as a company? When, our company's getting delisted, our company's merging and going private, and why would you stop covering a stock? A lot of the times, these analysts, they announce that they have a position personally or that the firms do. But people don't know this about publicly traded companies. They actually pay for the coverage. Analysts are getting paid to do their job and to sensationalize your investments and their own. Like if they work for a side of the room that's actually investing into these arms, right? These outside arms. So whenever you see a lot of publication or a lot of YouTubers or Reddit and TikTok, and because they know which rooms to infiltrate, and I've learned this over all my years of dealing with people in the media where they're like, hey, we want to talk about this stock, and they just bring it up in the chat. A lot of you guys are taking notes about the comments on my videos. I have hundreds of comments listing numerous cryptos and stocks and saying they're bullish and this is what they want. It's just bots, right? Bots are attacking my channel and attacking my feed, and it's happened before in the past. But for me personally, like I knew those distraction stocks then. The ones that are listing right now, I don't even know. I'm just like, whoa, this is crazy. But for GameStop to be delisted in this way where they're not going to analyze it, cover it, GameStop's not paying for the coverage. A lot of companies will pay for the coverage just to have their name in the talking rooms, on the talking points. And GameStop doesn't have to do that. Unlike every other company in that list, I went and read the whole damn thing. It's 28 pages, that case study. But what I saw all these characteristics. They all look the same. Small market caps, they're not profitable. The leadership changed, and or the coverage for the analysts. Those companies changed, right? They downsized, or they didn't have resources, or whatever it be. Wedbush is not a small company. Wedbush can cover a stock if they had enough to put one man on it and one lady on it, allegedly. The fact that they're not going to cover it now, okay. Well, now who's going to be on the sell side? For no one to say GameStop is a sale and it's a terrible company, that is also telling you one thing, right? Two things can be correct. If I told you that it's not a sell, I'm also not telling you that it's a buy, right? And or in this case, when it's not there anymore, maybe they agree that it is a buy. Maybe they want to go the other way. But GameStop's not going to buy the coverage. I'm just going to tell you now, they don't have to. They have a $13 billion company as of today, $12 to $13 billion. It's a massive company. It's bigger than the Lakers, bigger than the Yankees. It's that big. So you have identity. That was my point. And now you have profits. And if you look at the profits, you look at the numbers, you find out that GameStop is everything. And I'm going to show you a chart. So we're going to go to charts. And I want to explain a couple things to you. First, let's go look at history, okay? We're going to look at Tesla. So you see Tesla right here. And back over here in this world, when it was going sideways, I'll go way down here. It's going sideways. This is when the coverage was suspended. Coverage was suspended in August, right here, August of 2018. Tesla decided to go down, go touch their support, and get the hell out of here. Went ahead and did what we call a golden cross. Boom. And it went from the equivalent of $25 when they lost coverage, 25 all the way to 400 plus. Okay. Rockets, guys. And this is S&P 500 inclusion. This is finally turning a profitable company. and they got through it all. So to go all the way up to 400 plus, and then to retest a couple of years later all the way to 488, and then where it's at right now, no man's land at 440, this company has had not a 10x run, but a 20x run from that deletion of coverage time frame. So that's where you're at right now. We showed you this bullish pennant here. I don't know if you guys were tracking with me at that time, but I showed you had this bullish pennant forming. You found the tops. You found where, the most common denominator where it blocks in. You found it all. You found your support, and that bullish pennant had a breakout. And this is elementary. This is going to happen. You're in a channel, and boom, you break out. Now we're in a new world. So to go from 334, 327, you went up $80 a share. This is massive move up and to the right for Tesla, right? Okay, cool. And that little triangle right there, just to give you reference, this area is from May all the way to September, okay? May to September, a 4-month bullish pennant. This is GameStop. If I go look at GameStop right now, GameStop has a bullish pennant stem from the bottom down here. You found your support. Make this very clear. You found support right here, okay? Now, it went through it. I'm sorry. We can use this one. It doesn't matter. Let me show you something. So there's your level support, okay? It's holding up pretty well from the step up. And then you're going to have your top line. This bullish pennant is not 5 months. This bullish pennant right here that has the potential to have a massive breakout, this is actually 5 years, okay? This is a 5-year move right here, all the way to 6 years. So this is going to be violent. Moving out of this Dorito into the next world is going to put you somewhere up here in the $300 to $600 price range. But that's a 10x move for GameStop ready to happen, without a doubt. And the profits are there. This is strength. This is what people have been holding on to. We had looked at OBV before. I want to show you this indicator here. This is your golden cross, okay? We actually have the golden cross, the 50 days moving past the 200-day. And in this case, this is on the weekly. So when you're 200 versus your 50, it tells you that all we have to hold is $24. And as long as we break past $25.79, which we did, we're well past it. We're up $1 on it. So it looks really good. The daily, so in your daily action, we had this downturn here that they pushed us down and sideways for this long. We're now having our leg up. We're walking up. So you're going to be coming this way for the next couple months. But the fact that they stopped covering the stock tells you that somewhere in there, they didn't know how to gauge a non-gaming company. GameStop is not a gaming company. It's one of those things where people are still stuck in the past with like Netflix or Amazon and numerous other companies that change their identity. And maybe they still sell the core product, but they've increased what they do. What it looks like for GameStop on the daily chart, on the weekly chart, and on the monthly chart is that it's going to have a violent move coming up. And that violent move is going to be the fact that people need to start covering the stock in this company respectfully and with the real metrics that you want to measure. And if we're going to do them all, do them all. All right, for the guys out here that are preaching that they've been saying they're bullish about GameStop for so long, they're all liars, okay? All liars. They're swing traders. They're con men. Right? I can think of a guy right now who says he's so bullish and he's up and to the right. Yeah, he made fun of it every day that it was out there and saying it's speculative and it's this, it's that. No, you can give a price to speculation. Certainly if you own it, certainly when you see it and it's bigger than you can believe. Guys, this is how great GameStop is, okay? I'm going to explain something to you. It has grown men changing their stance. They're not out here selling it. They're not out here embellishing it like you would if you were Adam Aaron or any other CEO that's been out here tap dancing with the media. No. GameStop puts their numbers out and they let you react. And the fact that all these grown men with zero integrity have now changed their stance on it. Well, we've been right for 4.5 years? We've been right for 5 years? Just for the sake of being right? Could you imagine if you were wrong on this investment? They would run you through the grind. They would take you through the grinder like how they have me. They said I was wrong for how long? Remember, you could be wrong for 5 years and then be right that final month. And guess what? You were wrong. Yeah, you were actually right the whole time, but you were wrong for the first 5 years. Yeah, I'm not wrong. I know what this investment is. I know where it's headed. But Wedbush, all of Wall Street, they all saw what powerpacks.gamestop.com is. They saw the execution of what GameStop is doing. Those lines around the building, we're talking about people waiting 1 to 2 days to get a product from your store. That creates culture, that creates your demand. And now you can leverage that demand with your retailers, with your lenders, with anyone. I don't care who it is, you can leverage it because you have what they don't have. You have the people. And that's exactly what GameStop does. So I'm excited to see them suspend coverage, but from what I can see, this has been done before. Suspending when you suspend coverage, and if you looked at Tesla, they went up 20x after the suspension of coverage. Let GameStop perform the way it does. Let them execute the way they do. But once the new coverage comes back out, once you find out, is GameStop paying for the coverage? I don't think it's GameStop that needs to pay for the coverage. You know who's going to pay for the coverage of the stock? The individuals that are long on this stock and that want to see it blow up. That's who's going to pay. So one side of Wall Street's going to wake up one day and they're going to go, you know what? GameStop's my best investment. Look at where I got in at. Look at the numbers. We need to promote this. Just food for thought. GameStop is in third place on cash in hand versus retail companies, versus Walmart, versus Costco, and versus Amazon. They're number 4, but they're third because they're going to pass Walmart right now with this new warrant offering. Can I tell you guys something? All those 3, Walmart, Costco, and Amazon. GameStop has a better PE ratio than all of them. Forward PE ratio of 31 to 30 flat. GameStop. That means it's the best value on Wall Street for a retail traded company, for a retail store chain, however the hell you want to say it. But GameStop's more than just retail. It's everything. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop GameStop. We beat out Nvidia. We beat out Palantir. We beat out the world. Guys, it's a Sunday and I am doing victory laps in my house. I swear to you, I know what's coming our way. And it's going to be violent in a good way. Enjoy the ride, guys. And ignore all the noise. They wish they were us. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires. I told you. Peace.